You were spoiled as a child and got things handed to you on a silver platter. Actually, it was a gold platter, but...
Hi, can I please just have a small iced caramel macchiato?
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So I'm sure by now you guys have all seen this pretty trendy video going around here on YouTube when pretty much your followers assume things about you and then you record yourself like reacting to the assumptions, I guess. At first I did not think I was gonna do this video, but then after I watched a few of them, I've honestly learned so much more about some of my favorite creators. So yeah, in today's video I'm just gonna be like reacting or addressing the assumptions that some of you guys made about me. If you happen to be new to my channel, what's up? My name is Adrienne. I am a senior here at UNC Charlotte and I just post new videos on here every week about school and lifestyle and stuff like that. So feel free to hit the subscribe button, and if you have like any content ideas for me. Did y'all hear that? My car sometimes really sketches me out. What the heck? Let's just go ahead and get started. And by the way, all of this is in no particular order. Alright, so the first assumption, you've always been super into school. Okay, this is actually completely false. Like, I know I make YouTube videos about like college day in my life and study motivation and stuff like that, but like, I'm not that into school. I make those videos not only because you guys like them, but also because they actually motivate me to like find some enjoyment out of school. And yeah, whenever people are like, oh my gosh, like you love school, right? Like you make YouTube videos about school. Like no, I don't love school, honestly. I mean, it's okay, and like I'm super lucky that I have an education and stuff like that. Definitely have gained a bigger appreciation for school since like being in college and like finishing up my majors and stuff like that. But no, I don't love school. Next assumption, you want to spend your life living near the beach. This is absolutely 150% true. I can tell whoever said this watches my videos a lot because I do talk about this in my videos. But yeah, I totally do want to go live somewhere warm. And it's funny because like my whole life I've been like, oh my god, I can't wait one day to live somewhere warm. And the time is like creeping up. Like technically in September, if I wanted to go move anywhere, I could. I've had it with winter. Like this winter especially, I've just been like realizing that I need out. Anytime I tell someone that I want to move somewhere warm, they're like, but don't you want all 4 seasons? And honestly, no. Like I have spent 21 years having all 4 seasons and I would be just fine if I did not have winter. Nothing against you if you love winter, but I can't deal with it. Okay, next assumption. I don't want to be mean, nothing wrong with this, but your parents give you a lot of money for everything. This cannot be further from the truth, to be honest. So reasons like this is like why I wanted to do this video, because no, like this is so false. I don't think my parents have given me a dime since I was like 14. Like to be completely honest, the earliest, like when I started making money off YouTube, which I was about 14 or 15, they stopped giving me money, which is understandable. Like I don't know why you'd give your kid money if they're making money. But no, like my parents don't give me anything. I pay for 100% of my own bills. I pay for all my travel, all my clothes, all my food, everything, my school, everything I pay for myself. And yeah, that's just how it is. That's how it always will be. I really like, I don't mind it, honestly. It's taught me a lot about like managing my finances, and it's definitely taught me like the true meaning of like a dollar. And kind of going along with this, but somebody assumed that I make a lot of money from YouTube or that my family has a lot of money because I live in a nice apartment. And okay, so the apartment I live in, I have 2 roommates, so when you split the rent, it really is not that much money. And obviously I do make money off YouTube, but it's not like I'm rolling in thousands and thousands of dollars. Like I think I live a pretty like minimalist life, honestly. Alright, next, you are not on the best terms with your parents. This is half true. So my mom and I are on amazing terms. She is my rock. I love her. She is Wonder Woman in my eyes. But I don't have any kind of relationship with my dad. I've kind of talked about this in other videos, but pretty much after my family moved to America, I was raised in England, in case you didn't know. When we moved from England to America, I was like 8 years old, and when that all happened, my dad kind of just like made some really bad choices and decided that he was out and that he didn't want to raise his family anymore. And yeah, so I haven't seen my dad in well over 10 years. Don't really expect to have a relationship with him. It's just the type of thing that anytime I've tried to, it always just ends up in me being disappointed or upset, and it's just not something that has been able to work. And what's awesome is I do have a stepdad, so he's kind of helped replace the father figure, but I will kind of always have like, you know, that feeling of disappointment just because of everything my dad kind of did to me. Also, I'm not saying any of this for sympathy. I'm just like trying to be honest, and I'm sure there's somebody watching this video that's going through something similar. All right, next assumption, you are bisexual. That is false. I don't know why you'd think I was bisexual. I've definitely had like girl crushes, you know what I mean? But like I've never been like sexually attracted to like a girl, you know what I mean? Next, you are actually not single because you're really cute. Thank you. But yes, I actually am single. I don't really have much interest in like meeting any guys here in Charlotte just because I'm kind of like exiting Charlotte soon. So right now I'm honestly just having so much fun like falling in love with myself, to be. I was in a relationship for a lot of college, so because of that, like right now I'm honestly just like loving having all of this time to myself and not having to like report back to anyone or feel the need to like share my food with anyone, to be honest. But yeah, I actually am single. You were spoiled as a child and got things handed to you on a silver platter. Actually, it was a gold platter, but no, I'm totally kidding. I was actually not spoiled at all as a child. I've kind of talked about it in this video, but my upbringing was kind of hard on some level. Like once my dad left, like things kind of hit the fan, and like obviously my mom was left to raise my brother and I alone, and that's not fun. When you're younger, like you can't really understand why like certain things are happening to you, you know what I mean? So I just remember like seeing my friends that had like the perfect family and just like being upset that like I didn't have that and that kind of thing. But like years later, you know, everything is worked out and it's totally fine. My mom like literally had to work her butt off just for us to have like food on the table, and I was like never the type of person that could like go back to school shopping and get like a ton of cute clothes and stuff like that as a kid. Like it was not like that. But what's awesome is like going through the struggle gave me so much more drive to like be able to provide for myself now and to one day have like a family that I can do the same for. Yeah, I'm not telling you guys this for sympathy. I just want you to know that like things aren't always how they look on camera. Next assumption, you were a party girl in high school and college. Okay, so this is funny because it's kind of like half true. So back when I was in high school, because like my mom, I just had my mom at home. Like my dad was out of the picture. She obviously like had to work a lot, and I will say I feel like I got away with a lot more than the average high school gets away with. Meaning that like my friends and I, we just started partying and stuff at way too young of an age. I'm talking like 15 years old, that kind of thing, which I'm not proud of. I'm just being honest. But yeah, so I was kind of a party girl in high school, but what's funny about it is by the time I got to college, I was just like worn out. I was like, I'm not trying to party that much anymore. So I would say like my freshman and my sophomore year of college, I did the whole like frat party thing. I would always go out and stuff with my girlfriends. But then definitely the past year, I've just like not really had interest at all in going to parties or even like going to bars. Like I love going out and like getting drinks and stuff if it's like my friends' birthdays or if we're just kind of having like a fun girls night or something like that. But like I don't spend my whole week like excited about going out on the weekend, if that makes sense. Like I would honestly sometimes rather just sit in and like edit YouTube videos or just like go to the gym or something on a Friday. I feel like that's the type of thing that just has to do with aging, honestly. Like it's not that I don't like partying, it's just that I have kind of like already had my like fair share of it. But yeah, I mean like my freshman and my sophomore year, Friday night, yes, you would have caught me at a frat party on some kind of tabletop. But no, nowadays I honestly like am in bed. Like last night, Saturday last night, I think I was asleep by like 10:30. I'm not even kidding. Okay, next assumption. You wish you had more followers and subscribers. Okay, so this is not something I wish for. Like I would never just be like, oh, I wish I had more followers. But it's like I always am striving to have more followers and subscribers, if that makes sense. I'm a big believer in like what you're meant to have will come to you. So I kind of just always tell myself that, and I am never the type of person that would ever let like numbers or anything like that get to me. Like y'all, I'm not even kidding you. When I had my comeback on YouTube a year ago, I lost subscribers. Someone said, you will be very successful in the future. That is so sweet, and I actually got a couple like that, and I just want to say it means the world that you guys like see that in me, and it means a lot. Thank you. Next assumption, you hate finance. You guys know me really well. Okay, so if you didn't know, I'm studying finance and econ, and I'm already done with all my finance classes, and I just have one more econ class. So no, I would not say I hate finance, but it's not real exciting, and I'm sure it is more exciting if you're actually applying it and you're working at a job. But I will say, like, as far as the actual like classes went, like my finance classes were so boring. But I do like finance, and I'm good with math, and I'm really interested in like how like the money flows throughout the world and all that kind of stuff. But as far as like my finance classes go, yeah, I actually really did hate them. Next assumption, you want kids. Yes, I actually do want kids, not for a very long time. I can't see myself being a mom until I'm like 30, to be honest. And as far as how many I want, I don't know, like, I feel like I like the number 2 just because, you know, growing up it was my brother and I loved that. But some days I do wish like I had more siblings, so I might try and have like, I don't know, 3 or 4 kids. Next assumption, you care too much about what others think of you. Oh my gosh. No, this is actually completely false. I really don't care what other people think about me, and this is kind of a quality that I actually really like about myself. Obviously, like, to an extent, you don't want to be like mean to people and stuff like that, but it's just like, I think growing up and like having a YouTube channel really taught me that like not everyone's always gonna understand your passions, and that's okay. And I think when you do care way too much about like what other people think about you, it just takes the fun out of so many situations. I see people try and like do something specific to like impress a guy or something, and I just feel like saying, girl, like if this guy is like meant for you, you can be like your authentic self and he will like you, you know what I mean? And like if he doesn't like you, then he's not the right guy for you. So next assumption is you are afraid of the future / college graduation. So I wouldn't really say I'm afraid, because I'm not scared or anything. Like, I definitely am excited, but it's just a very like anxious feeling, I would say. I have never been somebody that really struggles with like super bad anxiety or anything like that. But some days, like if I get too in my head, like recently, I can really get myself worked up just over not really knowing where I'm gonna be this time 6 months. So yeah, it's not that I'm afraid, but like I definitely do feel like a little bit anxious just not knowing what's gonna happen in the future. I know that everything's gonna work out because it's life and everything in life does work out how it's supposed to. Yeah, this is a really weird time, and like I don't really know where I'm gonna be in 6 months, and it's definitely weird, but it's exciting, and there's so many different possibilities of things that could happen. I have friends right now that have already like accepted full-time positions for when they graduate, and that's not something that is really appealing to me right now. Assumption is you aren't as nice in person as you are in your videos. I promise I am. Alright, the final assumption, which I got so many of, like a lot of you guys apparently think this. You are a stoner. You low-key smoke weed, girl, and I'm not judging at all. What I will say is I am completely for the legalization of marijuana, and if I one day live somewhere that it's like medically legal, I will definitely obtain a medical card. Huge PSA, this is not me promoting marijuana or anything like that. I'm not telling you to go smoke, I'm not telling you to do that, but I am just being really honest and saying that I don't think like weed should be illegal. I went to Colorado a couple weeks ago where it's like completely recreationally legal there, and it's just crazy. Like, it's a whole industry. Marijuana can lead to bad drugs, which like is definitely not a road you should ever go down. But I think the industry is great for the economy. I think it's doing like wonders in the medical field. I remember the summer camp I used to work at, there was a little girl who came from out of state. Wherever she was from, it must have been legal because she would eat edibles to help her epilepsy. Like, that's wild. So no, I'm not a stoner by any means, but I'm trying to be transparent with you guys and just say that I'm not somebody that's like against marijuana at all. Alright guys, so that is basically going to sum it up for this video. I tried to like address the most frequently assumed things. Let me know what you guys thought of this video, and if you have any other video ideas for me, be sure to share them in the comments below. But yeah, that's about it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys!